Oh great, I've done it again. Trapped myself into a corner. I know it's over, but I don't wanna let it in. Won't fit under my skin, so I'll hide in booze and marijuana. Pretend that I ain't gonna work it out. Beat myself down, pretend that I'm not enough. Convince myself to give up, 'cause I've been here before. Should I not come back again? How could I be so dumb? How could I let someone in? Oh great. Hey guys, this is Nyla Ninja Rose, and I am here with MLNNNYC. Nyla Ninja Rose is the super sane version of the person that my mom and dad raised me to be. It's taking everything I've ever experienced and learned and kind of kicking its ass in a way. And it's so funny because it came to me one day, I was just like, Danielle Sostre, that's my government, guys. Danielle Naomi Sostre. It's so crazy. When I think about that name now, it gives me such ease and comfort. Whereas back in the day, I didn't want to tell people my name at all. I was just like, Danielle is such a boring name. Nobody wants to be like, that singer girl. What was her name? Danielle. It's like you hold your nose and say it. But now it's kind of it rings bells. It gives me nostalgia of being a child, and that's just growth. But basically, I was sitting one day with one of my 14-year-old boyfriends, and I was with this guy. He was Haitian and amazing and funny and a Taurus. You already know, full season, all day. But yeah, and we were sitting around, and he was like, well, who do you want to be? Why can't you perform on stage? The issue was stage fright. I kept getting choked up on stage and forgetting the words to my songs. And I remember now being so scared to sing on stage, scared to sing in front of people at all. And I used to mess up at shows horribly. Talk about singing Rolling in the Deep and completely go, hold your... Alright guys, I'm gonna go to the next song. That has literally happened to me on stage, and it haunts me. It haunts me to think that something like that could happen to me on stage. But yeah, I guess you grow to be a Super Saiyan version of yourself. And one day we were talking about my stage fright, and I was like, I want to be like a girl named Nyla Rose. He was like, Nyla Rose, that's a cool name, but where did you get that from? And I was like, I don't know. I just feel like that would be my secret agent name. If I was a part of the CIA or something, it would be code name Ninja. Nyla Rose is the, assassin or whatever. But yeah, and it kind of rang my bell. I remember feeling that made me feel good. It made me feel giddy. It made me feel sexy and possessing and prepossessant, and it gave me this charm. I was like, oh shit, I think I might have found my African name, I might have gone to the root of everything that I am and come up with a name that completely identifies me as an artist. And truthfully, Nyla is me when I'm just singing a song. My acoustic songs are just me bearing my heart. Ninja is when I get a little crazy. You see the Brownsville, East New York, you see I used to fight, and I used to do a lot of questionable things back in the day. You see that part in my ninja, my raps. And then Rose is my anything you want it to be. I'll do a house song, I'll do a pop song, I'll do a Dove commercial, I'll do you'll hear anything from Rose. Rose is the new modern era, edgy era of me. But all of these different versions allow me to express myself in a more truthful way than just words. Because words are tricky. And I feel like music gets straight to a point that words just by themselves can't, because it makes you vibrate. Music crawls into your back and goes over your spine and like releases into your bloodstream, you know, like it causes you to feel before you even start thinking about the words. Whereas when you're just speaking words, when you're just having a conversation, as of now, sometimes you lose the words. Sometimes they just go right in one ear and out the other. You don't really feel anything attachment to them because they're just words. Music is the Super Saiyan version of words. It's all about being a Super Saiyan, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's basically who Nyla Ninja Rose is. It's everything that I would be afraid to say with a straight face, but I'm not afraid to say it. Now. So upon recently, I worked with these Motown record producers, and they're called Groovy Vandals. Groovy Vandals? Yeah. Groovy Vandals. And they actually have me working on house music, house tracks, pop house tracks. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. You would never think that you'd hear me on a house track, but go to SoundCloud right now, guys. And you can type in my name and it'll come up as Born This Way. And it's funny because it was the first song we worked on together, me and these producers. And it was at this really low-key, hidden studio in Lower East Side, 55 Christie Street. A band called The Knox actually owns the studio, but they rented out to artists. Andy Stravopoulos. I never get his name right, but he's dope. He's engineer and recorder there. And he is part of the reason that I was even down to join them. That's how they found him. And basically I got into this room with these really old guys. Like they're like 60-year-old and up. Like guys that I'm not familiar spending close amounts of time with if it's not my father. You know, it's kind of like, when are you hanging around with a bunch of, you know, like retired guys that just have time to make house music and just pay artists to come in and sing and rap on these house tracks just cause that's what they feel like doing now that they've retired. And it's crazy. They played this track and it starts out like really like I don't know, like weird. It's just like a sound of a siren on an alien ship that like is going off, basically like alarming everybody on the ship that something bad is about to happen. It's like a weird sound. When I first heard it, I was just like, okay, that's what it is. That's what the beginning is. 4 times, you know how the beat goes. So it's like, okay. But then it drops and it starts to build. And then you're on a boat with like 400 gay guys and like you're drinking vodka and Jello shots at the same time and like no chaser, like that type of vibes. Then it's kind of just like, oh shit, I'm doing things I never thought I'd do about a song. And it was so much fun. I just kind of like listened to it once, twice, and then I was like, I got it. And I started writing. And I've always loved that I've been able to write like that. Like that has been the reason that music never fails me, because I can just sit down and be like, I'm finna write a song right now. Peanut butter jelly time. Like sandwich making time. I'm gonna write a song about a sandwich, you know, like just like that, and just sit down and be able to structure an entire song. They're not all winners, not at all. They're not all like, yeah, put that on the radio, that one's for the album. No, a lot of them go to the guillotine. But it's fun to be able to just complete whole ideas of art, basically. And this one was like so easy and so much fun. And now they have like a tribal mix to it, and like they have all these different house mixes to this one song, but you can find that on SoundCloud. Born This Way. I think that I turned it into my own little thing, my own big thing. Yeah, that one's really fun for me to listen to at any point. Like I be jamming with myself, like that's my voice, yes. And it's also fun to hear how much of a different creature I can sound like period. Like I'm able to sound like whatever I feel like is appropriate for the song. And that's just me showing off my acting skills in my music. That's just me like trying to put my own unique touch to what I do, because there's a lot of people, sometimes I feel like, that are coming out with the same type of music. And you want your shit to pop, and you're sensitive about it. So you do your dance.
How do you want people to define your music?
I don't want people to define my music. I want people to struggle, to cry and to laugh and to, smile and feel sexy. I want them to go through what I'm going through when I wrote the song and while I'm singing the song. I want them to resonate so deeply with the song that it becomes their favorite. So, yeah. I think that I turned it into my own little thing, my own big thing. Yeah, that one's really fun for me to listen to at any point. Like, I'll be jamming with myself, like, that's my voice, yes. And it's also fun to hear how much of a different creature I can sound like, period. Like, I'm able to sound like whatever I feel like is appropriate for the song. And that's just me showing off my acting skills in my music. That's just me like trying to put my own unique touch to what I do, because there's a lot of people, sometimes I feel like, that are coming out with the same type of music. And you want your shit to pop, and you're sensitive about it. So you do your dance.
How do you want people to define your music?
I don't want people to define my music. I want people to struggle, to cry and to laugh and to, smile and feel sexy. I want them to go through what I'm going through when I wrote the song and while I'm singing the song. I want them to resonate so deeply with the song that it becomes their favorite. I perform at shows and people sing my lyrics at this point. And I almost feel bad that I don't have more of an online presence, but I'm working on that.
Have you had a favorite place that you've performed, or any place that you felt like the crowd was your best audience? Like, what was your best show so far?
My best show has to have been Sunday Fun Day, first and foremost. But I love you Fun Day, aka all the time. And that audience is so, like, that's my brothers and sisters there. Even people that don't recognize me will recognize me by my performance. And they show me so much love. It's always so perfect. The vibe is just always there, like, there's no funky energy. And because I personally feel like Fun puts me in a position to win. She puts me in a position to really shine in this showcase. I feel like I have to show off. I feel like I have to go in. Every time I perform there, it's like I'm gonna die tomorrow. It's serious for me. And there's always like, hundreds of videos, and I can literally say hundreds of videos all over line the next day. And it's like, whoa, every single time. But I also participated in a competition recently, which is not something I do. It's called the Gifted Showcase. It's a really cool competition. I'm not accustomed to like selling tickets and doing that kind of stuff, which I didn't want to say that it was above me or below me or anything like that. So I just kind of was like, this is different. Let me do it. And it actually turned out to be very prosperous. It turned out to provide me with a win. I actually won that competition, and I didn't plan on it. I kind of went there really low-key, and I went there dressed really simply, and my homegirl happened to let my homeboy's roommate is a makeup artist. She happened to do my makeup that day, and it was looking like, oh, so nice and glowy, and it wasn't anything dramatic. It was really natural, but it was dope how naturally it happened. They didn't even have anywhere for me to plug in my guitar, so it was just me singing and me strumming as hard as I could just to make this small lounge bar place able to see and hear me. And everybody sure enough heard me. It got silent as soon as I sang the first song. After that, it was just like clap, 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 silence. What is she about to do next? And I think it's prepared me for another type of audience. And I feel like they left satisfied obviously enough for me to win, but I also feel like I could have done even better. So, and that's always a game, doing even better than what I'm already doing. It's kind of cocky, but it's the balance. I'm very humble. I'm very almost meek in my manner of like dealing with my artistry. But then when it comes to challenging myself, when it comes to new music, and it comes to like inspiring myself, I'm always looking to like put myself in awe or take myself aback. Like, I'm always looking to be like, damn, that was me? Oh shit. Like those notes, even when I sing on the trains and people catch videos of me and they post them on Instagram, I'm always like, whoa, I was hitting those notes clean. Like, what day was this? Because this is rare. I don't hit notes like this on a regular day. I must have not been singing for like 4 days. Must have gave my body a rest. But yeah, I feel like performing is good practice. Practice makes perfect, and the only way to get at Carnegie Hall is practice, practice, practice. So yeah, I do a lot of shows, I do a lot of trains, or I sing on a lot of trains. The show April 21st is Rise to Shine Bright at 1332 Atlantic Avenue, the Kimberly Project. That's April 21st. And then April 27th is my birthday. So I'm going to be turning 24 years old, and I'm going to be playing with a live acoustic band, and it's going to be it's going to be popping. It's going to be music and vendors and crystals and tarot reading and massage therapy and all types of good stuff. So you should be there too. But yeah, those flyers should be up soon. I might do a little promo video, sing a little song, do a little dance,
Hey,
make a little love. No, but yeah. Yeah, that's what I have coming up. I have a few more shows, but NylaNinjaRose.com will definitely let you know any flyers that I have or any shows that I have coming up within the next couple months. I'll post them up there, so look out there. Do it. Hi guys, I'm Nyla Ninja Rose, and I'm so NylaNinja.